welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ben and thank you for watching this video. So today I'm going to be talking more about the ego talk, the false self, the conditioned mind patterns that we think we are, that we're not. So today's video is going to be talking about going to the bank. So if you're reading an awakening book, or you're still having the identification with your thoughts and you're getting pulled unconscious all the time, this is the practice that you need to do, and that's why I'm doing these videos. The early stages of being the witness to your mind, seeing the patterns that aren't you and you're being pulled unconscious. And it can be frustrating, guys. So I'll just talk through going to the bank, walking into the bank. I'm really in the now. I'm writing a paying in slip in, writing a check, standing in the queue. And when you're in the now, you look at the writing as moment by moment, breath by breath. Match your breathing with your writing. You want to be in the now. So as I was doing that, some lady pushed in front of me. She went straight up and got ready to go into the counter. Boom, the mind. Straight took my power away, took my attention into the mind. Are you going to say something to her? She's just pushed in front of you. That's the ego. So if you're identified, if you are your mind, you're having a conversation in your head with that. Shall I say something to her? She's just pushed in front of me. I'm in a rush. Doesn't she know who I am? I'm busy. I've got a lot to do. That's what you're saying in your head, isn't it? And now you're getting impatient in the queue. You're getting angry, aren't you? She's just pushed in front of you. You. What are you going to do? So this is what happens. And this is the story the mind loves. It loves it, guys, because the ego wants to feed on it. So that is why you become unconscious. You're not conscious, you're not awake enough to realise that that's your mind creating a story. So guys, if that happens, let's go back, you're there writing the check out, whatever you're doing, you're putting your numbers in, a situation like that, you've got to go into the body immediately. And I learned that every time I walked into a busy place or supermarket, I would always be in my body. And I'm like that 90% of my time. I'm always in my body when I can, because I don't get lost in the external world. And that takes practice, guys. Don't put yourself down if it's not coming together, because it took me a while to get going with that. So really observe the mind when it happens. Guys, this is what will happen. If you're observing it, it'll feel like your mind's shaking in your head. You might even feel your insides are twisted. My eyeballs, you're going to laugh at this, as I was writing, my eyes started to roll up into my head, because the mind it can't handle the now. It was saying, you need to have a word with her. Come on, Ben, what you doing? You're not going to do that, are you? She's pushed in front of you. You've got a mega busy day. But can you see how insane? Not insane. We don't know we're doing it because we're lost in that realm of consciousness. But that's your prime time, guys. It's the prime time to awaken you. It's these little situations that I'll talk about that's going to awaken you. Because when I first pulled that off, I was buzzing. I was so in the now. It was amazing. And I got home and I was just burnt out. You'll get that awakening burnout where I was just sleeping, because that's how you're progressing. You're awakening. You're realising that that chatter in your head isn't you. But how destructive is that to your life? Your life's been completely taken up by stories of the mind that aren't you. It's just conditioned from the past, from the ego. And it's crazy, guys. So that's what we need to do, guys, is feel your inner body. Always be in the body. Watch the mind. Don't judge it. Just watch it. Just observe. Just observe how it punishes you. Your mind wants to punish you. It does. It wants it again and again and again. And then this is what would happen. If you'd have been impatient in the queue, someone would have hacked you off in the doorway coming through. You'd have been in a rush getting out the bank. And that's what the universe does. It will bring you another situation, because that's how your energy field is. You're going out the bank and you get another situation that will irritate you a bit more. Then you'll get another one. So as I'm conscious, it's really strange. I got the next cashier, she was really pleasant. And the funny thing is, I went to the next shop, someone was complaining about something was too expensive. I was really nice to this woman. I was just in a nice mood after that. And she was really nice, and it shows you how the universe will bring you something good. And that's what it's about. It's just not resisting the mind. The mind is just, it's evil, where it wants to control. It thinks it controls the now, but it's not. You're just lost in an illusion world. And that's what you need to observe. And it is tricky, guys. So practice it. Slow down. I can't tell you that enough. In my diary, slow down is written hundreds of times. And your attention, guys, bring your attention to the one thing that you're doing now. As soon as you finish writing them words, listen to the cashier. Listen to the space in between she talks. Because that's what you need to do to bring you more into the now. So I hope that helps you guys. Is just observe how the mind wants you to believe its story. That's exactly what it wants you to do. It wants you to believe that you should say something to her because she's in the wrong according to your ego. No, she's not. She probably didn't even see me writing that check. She was in a rush. She was running to the next moment because she was lost in that pattern of thought that we've just been talking about. She's probably thinking, I've got to go to the supermarket. Yeah, I've got to go and pick my kids up. She's not even noticing putting her check in. She's probably not even aware of what's really going on in that bank. So that's what we need to do, guys. Be in the body. Be centered in the body, guys. And it will really help you. So when you become more conscious and you have a situation like that before, you will operate from stillness. So when I operate from stillness now, the thought is there. The triggering can happen and it's there, but it doesn't take you over. You're like, I've mentioned that before, there's like some space between you and the thoughts. They're there. You recognise them for what they are. And it just goes. But the interesting thing is when you're talking and speaking from stillness, is you sort of see the patterns in people what are going on, and the right action will come out your mouth. You will just speak and it will bring it forth in that person. They sort of change in front of you. That the cashier, she'll pick up your awareness and it'll be amazing. So, you know, some of the experiences, and I've seen them on YouTube, that people have are lovely. And that's what we've got to do, because you're not agitated and angry in that queue of what that woman did to you. The cashier won't pick up on that. You just let that go and the universe will bring you something good. So witness it, guys. Stay in the body. Witness the mind. Don't get down on yourself. Write it in your book for when it next happens. You'll get little snippets of why you got lost in your mind, why you were talking to the voice in your head, why it wants so much of your attention. And it does me too, guys. But it's not you. It never has been you. And it's sad, guys. So the more people that awaken, the more you can clear your own inner space, because ultimately that's what it's about, and that's what the universe needs. Is I can't do it for you, only you can. So observe your mind, watch my other videos on the Ego Talk, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.